right, let's discuss what happened yesterday with Luigi Mangione's case. Luigi's federal indictment had 4 separate charges. The first 2 charges were interstate stalking charges. Count 3 was a murder charge. Count 4 was a firearms charge. Count 3 and count 4 require predicate crimes of violence. And the government was using the 2 stalking charges to support counts 3 and 4 as those predicate crimes of violence. This particular argument has nothing to do with what they're alleging Luigi did at the crime. This is law-based only. What Luigi's attorneys filed was a motion to strike counts 3 and 4 of the indictment, the murder charge and the firearm charge, because the stalking charges were not predicate crimes of violence, and without those predicate crimes of violence, counts 3 and 4 can't stand. So in her decision yesterday, Judge Garnett agreed with Luigi's attorneys and said that because you can violate the criminal statutes of the stalking laws without using force and without having intent. She painstakingly went through those stalking counts and pointed out how each of the elements of the crime stood on their own and have to be proven beyond a reasonable doubt, but do not require a violent act. Because they don't require a violent act, under U.S. Supreme Court precedent, they cannot be considered a crime of violence to support counts 3 and 4. So what does her order do for Luigi? Well, because counts 3 and 4 require a predicate act of violence, and because now she has determined that the first 2 charges do not support counts 3 and 4 as a predicate act of violence, counts 3 and 4 have to be dismissed. And that's what she did in that order yesterday. The stalking charges remain, and they each carry the possibility of life without parole because the stalking ended in death. There is a specific enhancement that allows for life without parole if stalking ends in death. That's why he has the enhanced penalty on those 2. She did give the AUSA 30 days yesterday to appeal that decision, so we're waiting on that. The other thing they can do is simply take him back to a grand jury and re-indict him on different murder charges. There's that possibility. We'll know more in 30 days. There's also an order that the backpack stays in. If you want to break down on that, let me know. Happy to do it. Have a great day.